Willette and the Sunset Ramblers on a song written by Oris Mayo and Smiley Willette.
From the great Rocky Mountain to the rough coast of Maine, I've passed times unnumbered, and I'll do times again, till my eyes have beheld all they can see. Friend, when you say drifter, you're speaking of me. They call me a drifter, and I guess they're right. Gotta ride every road, gotta see every sight, gotta be everything just one man can be. So when you say drifter, you're speaking of me. I've loved many a girl, but left everyone and followed my fortune into the setting sun. Though they were sweet, it never could be. A girl wouldn't be happy with a drifter like me. They call me a drifter, and I guess they're right. Gotta ride every road, gotta see every sight, gotta be everything just one man can be. So when you say drifter, you're speaking of me. So when you say drifter, you're speaking of me.
Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at South Acres Field in Plattsburgh. We're here on this Thursday evening, August 20th, for game number 4 in the best of 5 championship series. City Korina versus Chazy. First pitch of the ball game from Josie Cliff to Janice Castine. Strike one. Ball. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up. That's it. Supernaw grabbed it, but that was the 3rd strike, so she was out anyway. Well, the first batter out for City Korina. And the batter will be Keitha Burnell. In this series, Chazy leads 2 games to 1. Burnell pops. Joanne Grotto at short. Squeezes it. And we have 2 down. So if Chazy wins, the series is over. If City Korina wins, there'll be a game 5. And game 5 is scheduled to follow this on this Thursday evening. They will play 2 tonight if necessary. There's strike 1 to Betsy Trombley, the second baseman. 2 outs. She swings, hits it to Grotto to first, gets away. And we're going to have an out. Peggy Superna backing up the play. When the ball got by, Trombley made a move towards second. You can overrun first, but you can't make a move to advance. Trombley did. Superna backed up, fielded the ball, and ran up and made the tag on Trombley. So nothing across for City Korina. We go to the bottom of the first inning with no score in the ball game. Leading things off for Chazy will be Kathy Taylor, the left fielder. She'll be followed by Joanne Grotto. Chazy, the defending league champions. Just off the glove of Young, just inside the line. Pajot will toss it in. And Kathy Taylor has a leadoff single to start the Chazy half of the first inning. Bring up Joanne Grotto with Poppy Rock moving on deck. He lines it to Young. Excuse me, whoop. Excuse me, this is Becky Collins at third base. Becky Collins is at third. Kathy Young is at short. Poppy Rock hits it to second base. Trombley grabs it, 2 down. And the usual shortstop, Debbie Luff, is over here on the bench. So Mad Dog Castine has benched his shortstop for game 4. Shaking up his lineup a little bit, Julia Bradish, the batter. She's the extra player. She fouls it into the stands. And that was not a test of the emergency broadcast system. That was Mad Dog Castine hollering to his team. Pajot fields it. Throw comes into third to Collins. And Bradish is on with a single. It's a little pep talk from Judy Bayshore. Pitching for City is Bina Roberts. Behind the plate tonight, Norma Torrance. Strike one to Denise Simard. Pajot coming in and will grab it. Nothing across for Chazy. No sense in me talking while all that's going on. After one full inning of play, our score, Chazy nothing, City Korina nothing. Amidst a cloud of dust, shortstop Kathy Young, the batter. Joe Provo on deck. Pitch from Josie Cliff, short, ball one. Top of the second inning, no score in game 4, the best of 5. Women's City League Championship. Josie Cliff pitching behind the plate. Peggy Superna for Chazy. And in case you're wondering about this Chazy team, it is true that at least half of their players could not find Chazy on the map if they had to. In fact, they think it's a bar somewhere in Rouse's Point. Flown to Kathy Taylor, so Young is out. And bring up Jill Provo. So although Chazy is called Chazy, the only Chazy people involved are the coaches, Judy and Linda Bayshore. Provo flies to Taylor, 2 outs. Mad Dog has seen enough pop-ups. He wants to come in here and tell his team to hit line drives on the ground, hard and low. No high fly balls. This is Gina Bean Roberts. Bean Roberts, the pitcher. Deep. Continuing with the defense, Beth Francis at first for Chazy and Slattery at second. She'll take that one. Joanne Grotto at short. Poppy Rock at third. Left field, Kathy Taylor. Left center field, Denise Samard. Right center field, B. Ashline. Right field, Donna Dixon. After an inning and a half, there's no score in the ball game. Like we should have done to lead off the first inning, we'll now take a look at the City Korina defense. Bina Roberts pitching behind the plate, Norma Torrance. First base, Sarah Clark. Second base, Betsy Trombley. Shortstop, Kathy Young. Third base, Becky Collins. Left field, Yvette Pajot. Left center field, Tammy Carpenter. Right center field, Jill Provo. Right field, Janice Mo Castine. Batter, Beth Francis. Looks at strike one. Nice catch out there by Pajot. Pajot does as good a job as anyone I've seen out there in left field. Covers a lot of ground. Francis is out. And a batter, B. Ashline. Popped up. Janice Castine calls for it, grabs it. 2 down. And Ann Slattery, the second baseman, will step in now. Young to Clark. 3 up, 3 down for Chazy. After 2 full innings, it's no score in the ball game. First baseman, Sarah Clark, will lead off the 3rd inning in this scoreless ball game. Be followed by Tammy Carpenter. Pitch from Josie Cliff. By Slattery. Ashline will pick it up. And City Korina has a lead runner on here to start the 3rd inning. And as I bring up Tammy Carpenter, Yvette Pajot on deck. Strike 1 to Carpenter. We're repositioning ourselves here to get around Pajot. Strike 2, 2 quick strikes to Carpenter. Runner at first, nobody out. On the ground, Slattery bobbled it. Slattery did a nice job going behind second to get a glove on the ball. She bobbled it. It'll go as an error. Runners at first and second. Yvette Pajot moved up in the lineup a little bit. She had been batting in the bottom. Looks at strike one. Becky Collins, who led off the last time we were here, is batting behind Pajot. Well, she must be 10th and Torrance 11th. So Collins dropped from the first to 10th in the lineup. A person could get hurt dropping that far. A long fall. Runners at first and second for City. They're threatening here in the top of the third inning. Nobody out. Pajot with a line shot. It's a base hit. And with nobody out, not taking any chances, and Clark stays put at third. You can bet the dog wasn't asking her what she had for supper tonight. This is Becky Collins, third baseman. She looks at a deep one for ball one. Bases loaded, nobody out. City Korina threatening in the top of the third inning. They're hoping to see a game 5. Chazy hoping to call it a season. Foul ball. Very good turnout here at South Acres this evening. Good sized crowd. Pitch from Cliff. Strike 3. Collins will not move up in the lineup doing things like that. Striking out with the bases loaded. Norma Torrance, the batter, with the top of the order to follow. Janice Castine will move out into the on-deck circle. Taylor catches, a throw. Everybody moves up. So Dog took a chance. That ball wasn't hit too deep. 2 outs. And Janice Castine, the batter. City had the bases loaded and nobody out. They now have 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And only 1 run has crossed the plate. I think Josie's wondering whether to pitch to Mo Castine. So they're having a little team conference, whether to fill the bases and go to any plate. Conference breaking up. We'll see if they'll pitch to her. I don't think I'd walk anybody to pitch to Keitha Brunell. Especially if you're going to load the bases in the process. Deep. They may not give her much to hit, but they're going to pitch to her. Ball 2. Pitching careful. Or are they pitching carefully? Well, she's either pitching careful or carefully. At any rate, there are 3 balls and no strikes. Excuse me, there's 3 balls. 3 and 1, I guess. And she wraps a base hit. That might score 2. Here comes Pajot. Nope, she held up. She rounded. Dog called her back. Oh, an RBI single for Janice Castine. It's now 2-0. And Keitha Burnell. Burnell's got the power to give it a ride. Pitch from Josie Cliff. Strike one. Cliff going right at her. Runners at the corners. 2-0 to score. Top of the third inning. Burnell hits it up the middle. It's going to be through. That's going to score run number 3. Janice Castine stops at second. And Burnell has the base hit. Debbie Luff coaching at first. Well, a couple of back-to-back hits. Looked like the rally was going to fall by the wayside, but a couple of hits have rescued him here with 2 outs. And Betsy Trombley, the batter now. Or the cleanup batter, Kathy Young on deck. Strike. That's going to drop. It's going to load him up. Here's a throw. Beautiful throw. And Slattery. Excuse me, B. Ashline. B. Ashline tossed that beautiful throw. Loaded him up. And now shortstop Kathy Young, the batter. Strike hits the back of the mat. She takes a step back. And umpire says she can't go back much further. Strike 2. Cliff mixing them up. First one hit the back of the mat, that one hit the front of the plate. Deep ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. 3-0 to score. Top of the third inning. Ball 2, 2-2. City Korina looking for a big inning here against Chazy. Well hit. Samard grabs it. Well, City picks up 3 as we go to the bottom of the third. And our score is 3-0. City Korina leading Chazy.
Go get everything! Watch the middle, Betsy, watch the middle!
Donna Dixon will lead off the bottom of the third for Chazy. City Korina leading Chazy 3-0. Popped up. Nice catch. Dog will probably sign her up for next year if Linda Bayshore doesn't do it first. Strike 3. Foul ball on a third strike. ASA rules. Foul ball on a third strike, you are out in the City Women's League and also in the Gentlemen's Slow Pitch League. Batter now, Josie Cliff.
Bucky, you've got time just to knock this down.
Pitch from Roberts. Strike 1. Popped up. Young calling. 2 down. This is the same Bina Roberts that you may have seen playing for Blue Note as we're taping this on the 20th. Her season in the City League will wrap up tonight. And on the 21st, her season in the Little Towns League will wrap up as Fox Hill, Maple, and Blue Note play game 3 in her best of 3. This is Peggy Supernaw. Strike. Supernaw the catcher. Nice running catch by Jill Provo on a sinking liner from Supernaw. Nothing across for Chazy after 3 full innings. It's City Korina 3, Chazy nothing. Jill Provo looks at ball 1 to lead off the 4th inning. Visiting with Blue Note coach Cindy Sample. Between innings, she informed me that Blue Note was going to defeat Fox Hill on Friday. The only question she had was what the score would be. She wasn't sure of the score, but she said Fox Hill was going to lose their crown. Blue Note was going to become the new Littletown League's champion. And this is Beaner Roberts. As I said earlier, she'll be playing for Blue Note on Friday. Shares the pitching duties with Karen Trombley. Hit here to second. Slattery goes to Grotto over to first. Roberts not known for her speed. And they turn 2. And about an now Sarah Clark, the first baseman. Right to Slattery. So 3 up and 3 down for Chazy. Nothing, for City Korina. Nothing across in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the inning with City Korina leading Chazy 3-0. Top of the order for Chazy in the bottom of the 4th. Kathy Taylor looks at ball 1. Pitch from Roberts, swung on. Young to first, safe. Not sure if the throw pulled Clark off the bag or exactly what happened. But Kathy Taylor is on with the leadoff. Something or other, either an error or a hit. She led off the first inning that way with a getting on base. This is Joanne Grotto, the shortstop. Off Collins' glove. Well, the first 2 runners are on. That'll be an E5. And third baseman Poppy Rock the batter. Ball 1. Timeout. Now we have an untied shoe over there. And a pitch from Roberts. Collins will grab it. Soft liner to Becky Collins. Rock likes to pop those right out of the infield, just over the infield, and didn't work that time. Brings up the power hitting Julia Bradish. Extra player, she looks at ball 1. Reno. Strike 1. 3-1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the 4th inning. On the ground, Collins gets through her. Here comes Pajot's throw. Robert's going to cut it off. And Grotto back at second in time. So there's 2 that Collins has had trouble with this inning. Mad Dog shook his lineup up, put Young, the normal third baseman, at short, put Luff, the shortstop, on the bench. Collins, we've seen her usually behind the plate in the games we've been here. Stuck here at third. This is Denise Simard. She looks at strike 1. 3-1 ball game. Tying run at first. 1 out. Too much arc. Ball 1. Provo grabs. And Grotto will stay put. 2 outs. And a batter, Beth Francis, the first baseman. And again, we have Grotto tying her shoe over there. Ball 1. Strike 1, 1-1. On the ground, Young to second, to Trombley. And Chazy picks up a run. And we go to the 5th inning now with the score. City Korina 3, Chazy 1. Tammy Carpenter will lead off the 5th inning. Our team leading 3-1. City Korina has to defeat Chazy twice to take the championship. They trail in this series 2-1. Rock gave chase. And a pitch from Cliff. It's fair. Taylor will grab it. We have 1 down. And it brings up the vet, Yvette Pajot. Pitch from Cliff. Strike 1. Umpire a little lax here. We got a lot of people over in the playing area. Umpire's usually on top of that type of stuff. Right to second. Throw to first. In time. 2 outs. Two outs, Becky Collins, the batter. She struck out her first time up there. Strike. 2-1. Under Rock's glove. Taylor will toss it back in. Now Collins reaches. Norma Torrance, the batter. And a pitch from Cliff. 0-1. And again, I will move to try to get around the on-deck batter. There's a foul. So I can get a shot at the batter. That's going to be it. Foul ball. Nope, that's only strike 2. I thought that was 3. I'm going to have to learn how to count if I'm going to keep this job, I guess. 2 strikes. Dog wants to check for emery boards. To Grotto. E6. Torrance reaches, top of the order now with 2 outs. Janice Castine, the batter. She singled in a run her last time up. I'll try to move around Burnell here. Pitch from Josie. Ball 1. Strike. Too much art. B. Ashline grabs it. So nothing across this inning for City Korina. And I think we have Luff coming in the game. Yes, we do. Nothing across. We go now to the bottom of the 5th with the score 3-1. City Korina leading Chazy. B. Ashline will lead off the bottom of the 5th for Chazy. They're down 3-1. Ball 1 from Bina Roberts. Ball 2. Ball 3. Strike. Ball 4. So B. Ashline draws a walk. And Chazy has a lead runner on and a tying run coming to the plate. And a person of Ann Slattery. Strike 1 to Slattery. Drops in. Provo will toss it in, and the tying run is now on first for Chazy. Judy Bayshore has brought out the New York State champions jackets, trying to inspire her team. They are the 1986 New York State champions. This is Donna Dixon. It's at ball 1. Two. Nobody out. Strike 1. 2-1.
Nice
On the ground. Young gets the tag. And Luff, of course, the shortstop. Torrance still behind the plate. Collins is out of the game at the moment. They get the lead runner. Runners at first and second with one out. And the pitcher, Josie Cliff, steps into the batter's box. On the ground. Clark takes the play at first. 2 outs. And the tying run has moved to second base. And it's 3-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Peggy Supernaw. She bats 11th in the Chazy batting order. About as good an 11th place batter as I've ever seen. Ball 1. Strike. Up the middle, Trombley to Clark. And they hold Chazy. After 5 full innings, it's City Korina 3, Chazy 1. Keitha Burnell will lead off the 6th inning. She gets strike 1. She doesn't quite agree with the call. And ball 1. High fly, Kathy Taylor. I'll grab it. One out in the 6th. And Betsy Trombley, the batter. Strike 1. On the ground, Slattery. For Francis, 2 down. Let's bring up the shortstop, Kathy Young. Strike 1. Kathy Taylor grabs it in left field. Nothing across for City in the 6th inning. They sent up their 2, 3, and 4 batters. And now we go to the bottom of the 6th with City holding on to that scant 3-1 lead over Chazy. Kathy Taylor, the batter, she's the left fielder. This is the 3rd inning that she's led off. As we go into the bottom of the 6th, and we look at ball 1 from Jean the Bean Roberts. It's through. Pajot fires it in. And Taylor is on for the 3rd time tonight. Joanne Grotto, the batter. Oh, the base runner aboard. Everyone who comes up is a potential tying run. Nobody out. Pitch from Roberts. Strike 1. This week will be a conclusion to our hectic schedule. Hit to short left center. Carpenter grabbed it. We have one out. And a batter, Poppy Rock, the third baseman. Carpenter. 2 down. It's been a hectic week trying to cover the playoffs in 4 leagues. Thankfully, my brother Sam Castine was able to cover a lot of the games for me. He covered the Lake Champlain League tonight and on Tuesday night. And he covered the Littletown Women's League on Monday and Wednesday for me. Julia Bradish gets by Pajot. Carpenter retrieving. It's a 3-2 ball game. Here's the throw to third, and Bradish is in at third. A routine single. It got by Pajot in left field. And it's a 3-2 ball game with a tying run at third base. And the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. And Denise Simard, the batter. A Chazy win would put an end to this series. A City Korina win would... A base hit. Game is tied. A City Korina win would force game 5. But right now, Chazy has other ideas. As Samara drives in Bradish to tie the ball game, 3-3. And Beth Francis the batter. Strike 1. Base hit. In game number 3, it was the big inning that did in City Korina. Chazy hits his Sandy Harwood. She's going to come in to run for Beth Francis. Chazy defeated City Korina on Tuesday by an 8-6 score. And it was a 7-run 5th inning that was the undoing of City Korina. The game is tied. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Left center fielder B. Ashline, the batter. He looks at ball 1. Time was called. So no pitch. Base hit. Samard is going to score. Here's the throw into second. And Chazy leads 4-3. Nothing but hits in the Chazy bats. The batter and the Slattery, the second baseman, runners at first and second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And looking ahead for the City Korina half of the 7th, it's going to be the 5th, 6th, and 7th place batters. Janice Castine dropped it. Everybody moves up. Mo tried to fake the umpire out, but he wasn't fooled. He knew there was no catch. And that's another run. And I believe it's 5-3. Runners at second and third. A lot has happened with 2 outs. Donna Dixon, the batter. Ball one. 5-3. As I was saying, 5th, 6th, and 7th place batters due up for City Korina. Their number 2, 3, and 4 batters went down 1, 2, 3 in the 6th inning. Luff to Clark, and the 6th inning is finally over. And unless they get something going, there's only 3 outs left to the 1987 City League Championship Series here. Only 3 innings left in 1987 in the City Women's League. Score 5-3 as we go to the top of the 7th. Joe Provo, the batter. City Korina 3 outs away from elimination. City Chazy 3 outs away from retaining their championship crown. Ball. City led throughout the game until the bottom of the 6th. Knocked down at 3rd. She'll be on. Nice stop by Rock. But she was unable to come up with the ball. She stopped it. So Provo will have an infield hit. And potential double play threat here. Bina Roberts. She's got to get it out of the infield, get away from that double play. She double up once this inning already. Strike one. Josie pitching her short, trying to get her to hit it down on the ground. And a pitch from Cliff. Popped up. Dixon grabs. Provo retreats. Sarah Clark, the batter, with 1 out. Score 5-3. Every batter up there with a base runner at first represents a potential tying run. Tammy Carpenter on deck. Pitch, too much arc. Ball one. Carpenter keeps moving around on me. I'm trying to get in position, and she's moving. Strike one. Popped up. Dixon should have it. 2 down. Two down. Clark looking to call that a drop ball, but it was obvious that she was trying to take the ball out of the glove when the ball was dropped. No question on that one. And we're down to the final out. It all rests on the shoulders right now of Tammy Carpenter, whether the season will continue. Strike one. On the ground by Grotto. Taylor retrieves. Provo at second. Carpenter keeps the season alive with a single and passes the baton to Yvette Pajot. Debbie Luff moves on deck. Ball one. Potential tying run at first with 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Strike one, 1-1. Josie Cliff bobbled it, throw to third, not in time. A comebacker to Cliff. She couldn't handle it. The bases are loaded. Well, Chazy having a little trouble getting the 3rd out. Luff will not bat. Or will she? Let's see here. Luff going back to the batting cage. She will bat. I wasn't sure if Dog was going to put in Collins back in. So Debbie Luff batting for the first time this evening. And a move designed to shake up the team. Apparently, Dog took her out of the lineup. Stuck in Collins at third and Young at short. Strike one to Luff. Tying run at second. Drops in. Here comes Carpenter. Safe at third. Carpenter scores. It's a tie ball game. Paggio safe at third. And the hero of the moment. The girl who didn't start the game, Debbie Luff, drives in the tying run. And we got another conference here for Chazy. Becky Wykes coming in to pinch hit for Norma Torrance. Potential lead run at third base. A lot has happened in the last full inning with 2 outs. Chazy scored a bunch and now City Korina has scored a couple. It looked very grim for City Korina with Provo at first and 2 outs. But they've managed the rally and they've tied the score in the top of the 7th. And Becky Tomato Wykes is looking to keep it going. She looks at strike one. City Korina hoping to stretch it out to game 5. Chazy hoping to put it away. Not wishing to play a doubleheader tonight. 0-2 pitch. Should be caught. Ashline grabs. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. The bottom of the 7th with our score. City Korina 5, Chazy 5. Looks like the bottom part of the order coming out here for Chazy in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be pitcher Josie Cliff, followed by catcher Peggy Supernaw, with the top of the order, Kathy Taylor to follow. Ball one from Bina Roberts. Ball two. Roberts can't afford to walk the bottom part of the order. Base hit for Cliff. So Josie Cliff represents the potential winning run with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th. Bring up the catcher Peggy Supernaw. Kathy Taylor moves on deck. And a pitch. Ball one. Strike hits the front of the plate. 1-1. This has been a long and friendly rivalry, City and Chazy. They go head to head every year, it seems like. Up the middle, Trombley can't pick it up in time, yes. Trombley a little trouble picking it up, but it didn't fall too far. And Supernaw reaches on a fielder's choice as Josie Cliff is eliminated. Trombley picked it up in time to get the force. Top of the order now, Kathy Taylor with 1 out. And Supernaw representing the potential tying run. Strike. On the ground. Gets through. Pajot tosses it back in. Batter now the shortstop, Joanne Grotto. Potential winning run at second. Deep to Pajot. She grabs. There'll be no advance as the throw comes into Young. 2 down. Supernaw, who can move? Good runner, good daring runner. Very aggressive base runner. She'll go in there head first. Represents the potential winning run at second. And Poppy Rock, the third baseman, at bat. She chops it. Janice Castine dropped it. Here's the throw and here's the game. With 2 outs, the runners were off. An unfortunate way for City Korina season to end. Unfortunate for City Korina. At a drop ball, Janice Castine did a good job getting a glove on it, but it was in her glove, and she dropped it. And Supernaw, hustling all the way, scored from second base. So Chazy will be the 1987 champions. They have defended their crown. Final score here, 6-5. Chazy defeating City Korina. And that's the way it was on this Thursday evening in Plattsburgh, August 20th, 1987.